out, you Satan, from my mind. Get out. Get out. The more you accept what he's saying, the more he takes the chair of Jesus in your heart. Refusal to accept is the beginning of the manifestation of what Jesus has done in your life. Jesus is the healer. There is no case that is too much for him to heal. There is no case that is too strong. Recognize him. Number one is recognizing him. Recognize him. This morning, recognize him. Number two, as you recognize him, I want you to maintain your joy. Maintain your joy. Maintain your joy. Glorious house, maintain your joy. Maintain your joy. The book of 1 Thessalonians 5:16. I'm rushing it so we can pray. 1 Thessalonians 5:16. The maintenance of your joy. I still got joy in chaos. I got peace that makes no sense. What's here? Rejoice what? Rejoice how many times? Sometimes, a day, evermore. You see, the kind of rejoicing you rejoice in sickness is supernatural. It's supernatural. And I've always said that you will think you are good at rejoicing until a problem hits you in the face. And then we will come back and say, Brother Timothy, rejoice. And then we will see if your leg walk will still be active. But you see, what rejoicing or joy does to you in the midst of infirmity is that it opens you up to the results. It clouds your thought pattern with the healing that you desire. Rejoice. Pastor, I've just been diagnosed of asthma. Church, rejoice. Pastor, they said I will not be able to walk again. I can't house a child. My womb cannot carry a baby. Rejoice. Rejoice. Forevermore rejoice. Forevermore rejoice. Rejoice. I don't know how my life is going. I can barely sleep. I have pneumonia. I came to tell you, rejoice. Because one of the ways the devil frustrates your life with an infirmity is to cloud your sense of thinking with sadness. Pastor K said something while he was preaching. He said, the moment you begin to say you are tired, have you not noticed that you will become tired? What that means is that the moment you begin to allow joy, you will discover that that sickness will begin to die from the roots. One of the things that joy does in your life is that it makes the devil wonder if he is afflicting you. That you are in the midst of a problem and you are laughing like you don't have a problem. It is proof that the devil is a liar in your life. You have just defied the first law of remaining in infirmity. You have just defied it. I dance always. Somebody asked me, how do you solve problems, Pastor Gift? I say, apart from praying, I do break dance. I feel good. I know watch on that time. I know that I'm weak. Feel good. Para. Rejoice. You see, the timidity, the reason why the devil is making you timid is because he stole your joy. And then you see, the sickness will not make you come down. You will not be able to talk. You will not be timid before that infirmity. Rejoice. 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 You share the story of families. My own biological father died of pneumonia. After much moving from one hospital to another, there was a particular doctor we were looking for. He was not on seat. The day the team hit the man so strong, we found the doctor. It was that day he died. The day we found the doctor he was looking for, he died. And then he got on my turn. Shortly after my marriage, I discovered that everywhere on my ribs will be shaking. I barely pull my shirt. I barely stay close to the fan as at that period. And then he said, you can't continue like this. Go to Faith Mediplex. Since you are under NHIS. I got into Faith Mediplex with my wife. And then they diagnosed me of pneumonia. This is a story we don't share always. And when we took that result after days of diagnosis, I saw the eyes of my wife. I knew she was scared already. But I picked that result and I was laughing. I go to the sitting room. I looked at it again. I laughed. I took it from the sitting room to the bedroom. I laughed. I believe she would say, oh, this thing is not making this guy crazy. But you see, I came to discover that in the face of infirmity, he who sits in heaven laughs. Laughs. And I told her, I said, I will be fine. The second day I went to the sitting room. If you don't have a deck, go and buy a deck. I went there and I put a music there. And I allowed it. And he began to sing. He began to sing. Great man, take it. He began to sing. I rose my leg. I rejoiced. I danced. I was happy. Story of my life. I was so happy. A few weeks later, I had come back. And I told her, I said, God has healed me. And she said, what do you mean? I said, God has healed me. Let us go back to the hospital. Went back to that hospital. Did all the necessary check. And after days, they sent for us. They called that man chief in that hospital. He looked at me and said, you say you are a pastor? I said, yes. He said, we discovered that the same thing you were tested for, that we're trying to help you manage, there is no trace of it in your body again. He said, this is your result, sir. I'm telling you, proven record, Faith Mediplex. Rejoice! You that bear not a child, don't be sorrowful. There is healing for your body. There is twins seated on your womb. Rejoice! What is that sickness that is looking at you in the face?